Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world. We're back to continue our playthrough of Phoenix Point, the 1-year edition, and ahead of us we have a Haven attack, and we are going to move on this one. The hope is after completing the Haven attack we will be able to identify the base where the Pandorans are coming from and have that as a follow-up mission. The good thing is, if we do get that to happen and we defeat a lair or nest or whatever the heck it is, that definitely improves our relations with all the factions. And that is something that would be nice to have happen early here in the game as we're trying to climb everything up. We already, by doing the pure mission over here in New Jericho, we took a hit, so we need to get that corrected. We're also going to take a little improvement here with the Disciples of Anu with a successful defense helping them out, and this should be none too difficult because the attacking force points are only 4, defending force points 16. So let's get in there and see about making this thing happen. It is a low threat level, daytime, as we found out last time, and we got some nice little rewards which are greatly needed right now also. So let's get in there, outfit the team. The one thing we got to look at is, I think, let's look at our rookies here. Let's get in there and edit. Yep, it did happen. I thought I noticed that this had been built before, so we can actually get this guy outfitted with a jetpack. So we're pretty well converted now, and I think the other guy over here has the living body armor right there, so he'll get the advantage of that, just no jetpack jumping around. We're going to have to watch his ammo after this mission because he may have used up his independent ammo by then. Depending on how active he is, we shall see. We're just quickly cycle through, make sure everybody's outfitted, got everything we need, no surprises, and it's all looking good. So let's deploy, get out there. All items on the battlefield will be automatically recovered after mission success. So anybody that drops something, we will get it. Alright, looks like we have 8 civilians out there that we need to make sure stay alive in order to maximize the success of this mission. And then on top of that, we just need to kill all the enemies. These little slummy Anu havens districts. Oh, in fact, this is how nice. We aren't always able to see the enemy early on, but we see them here. This guy's up high, and this one's down low. So that may be our first focus, since we actually have some enemies that are visible early on. Let's see what their hit points are. If any of them have those 120, we should be able to. If we can get somebody jetpacked over there, we can take him out. In fact, Nikolai, shall we see if you can reach with your jetpack? Jetpack there. And you can. And I think we're going to make that our first attempt and just bash away and make it happen that way. After that, Nikolai, I noticed, if we need to, there's this little zone here where we can increase everybody's will. So we got a nice follow-up for you if there's no other enemies that are within range. Oh, and we can't take him out in one hit. So we got to remember, these guys are getting a little stronger now. Used to be those simple 110 hit point enemies were easy to take out, but I imagine these days what it may be is I wonder if they have any extra armor on there. So we're gonna have to remember, a simple bash no longer can take out the basic enemies. Arthron Brute and the torso, maybe that's because the torso has just that slight bit of extra armor, just enough to keep us from taking them out in one turn. So we're gonna have to come up with a backup plan to take out that poison head, but let's do the first bash here. He is dazed. That goes in our favor. Let's see who our other jetpack rookie. Oh no, I got confused. This was our rookie that we moved, not Nikolai. We're going to see now, not Nikolai, if you're going to have the capacity to come over there and finish the bashing job. And it looks like you're just able to make it to get me out of an embarrassing initial start here. So I said I'd have our rookies nicknamed by this time. What'll happen is, this is the last mission. They're going out with those rookie names, and they will receive names by my next recording. So this is the final chance for you to pick up a rookie if you're fast, if you hurry. Looks like we're hearing something down below also, so we want to be aware of that. We don't know if that's disciples of Anu. That could be one of their soldiers we haven't seen yet, or more than likely it's probably another Pandoran. We'll do another bash over here. Call you guys the Bash Brothers. Question is, are we going to be able to, and we can move you over here, Robbie, to get a shot. I don't know how clear of a shot it'll be, but Robbie, we're going to try it out. Unfortunately, we do have quick aim now, and we gain sight. There's two of them over there. Let's see if one or the other is worse. Okay, he has no spitter head, and the other guy. Now these are garden variety Arthrons that those are the kind we would have been able to probably kill right off the bat. I'm not too worried. We're just gonna take a shot. I'm not even gonna do quick aim because we move. We can only get one shot in this time.
I've got this.
Yeah, he seems to be the easiest potentially to hit. Says we should kill him no matter where we hit, so let's kind of find that center mass that gives us the best chance to hit with less gaps. I think that kind of is about right here, so far away, Robbie. Oh, we got our first miss from you. Not a critical one, I'm not too worried. Oh, but what a pain. I guess we'll ignore these citizens over here at the moment and focus our efforts over to this side, because there may yet be another Pandoran down here. I think we may have to look at setting up some overwatch for when they move towards us. Hopefully that's what they do and they don't go running after citizens. So Joe, we're going to pop you right here for some overwatch. I think that we don't have to do super long range necessarily because they can't shoot at us. So the early game is fun. You can keep your overwatch fairly short to increase the odds of hitting. Yeah, we'll pop you right over here, Sade. And we'll kind of have some dueling overwatch sections here to be able to take them out. And we don't really have the ability to get you up anywhere close and nearby, Mr. Rookie number 2. So I guess since we got to move you up, we'll get you moved up this way to rescue a civilian. And set you up to hopefully be useful over here next turn. We're going to run the civilian back towards the other one to try and keep them a little farther away from the enemies that we know of. Hopefully there are no other Arthrons hiding out back in this direction. Sometimes that can happen. And let's see if we chose the right moves and the right defense. That was another Arthron. Good hit. Sade gets the finish off. Now hopefully these others can't reach us. Okay, that one's running away. We're gonna have to try follow. Oh, I see what happened on that one. Uh-oh, close enough for a hit. There you go again, Robbie. Oh, I mean Joe. So we still got showing sounds over here. Oh, another one. No! You're too close. We're too close. That's a big hit that we did not need. Fortunately, you're safe. Fortunately, we have med kits, so we're not in any risk of losing you. And you're going to get some kills. What do you know? In fact, you know what, Joe? Since you're the one that took the hits, you're the one that's feeling furious. You're the one that's gonna get the payback right here, right now. In fact, you're close enough to really be able to figure out where you want to shoot. And these guys, that's their weakness right now, and that's the leg. So let's take out a leg and take out an Arthron. Yeah, I'm gonna make a very bold prediction here that you're gonna get a promotion this turn. Or after this mission. There's a leg shot that we were looking for. Kill number 2.
Yes, did it.
Okay, we'll avoid the citizens for the moment. Robbie, what do we need to try with you? I see why he was running away. All of a sudden it sunk in. His arm is disabled, and that's his pincher arm. So therefore he's no good. That's why he's running away. I wonder, do we have enough movement I don't know that we can quite get you out here far enough, can we, Robbie? No, we can't quite get out here far enough with a line of sight through here to get them. I wonder, can we get up this way to get that? No, there's no way this turn you're going to get the line of sight that we would like to have. So what we're going to do is we're going to be setting some overwatch over here, maybe on the Triton, or we can have the Bash brothers team up, see if we can't take him out that way. Let's see. Maybe we don't have to bash even. Because if you can move down here and still be able to take a shot, maybe we can just take a shot. Now I wonder about you, Nikolai.
Ready to roll.
You aren't so fortunate. You can't follow and jump down so quickly. So this is what we'll do. We'll bring this guy down. We'll bring rookie number 1, who hopefully someone will choose to
Moving
be.
out.
He'll weaken him down.
Preparing to fire.
Or, okay, he'll just kill him. Okay. That means you, Nikolai, we can run you over here in a moment to get the extra will. Or, I wonder, I doubt you can reach over here. He's panicked now, so he's really not a threat. But I wonder if we can afford to get a kill somehow. Is your jet jump going to be so kind as to allow us to do that? Yes, it will. Oh, and we got it anyway by flying over it. How cool was that? I was thinking we had to land there, but just flying over it, we got it. Here we go. Bashy bash. Take him out. And that may be it, the way this pause is going. Yep, that is it. In fact, we never got to see any... Wow, we never got to see any disciples of Anu soldiers to even work with and help us on this. So, Joe, you are injured. We're going to have to get you healed up big time. That's for sure. We didn't quite get you that promotion up to level 4, unfortunately. Nikolai, you passed him up and did get that level up. And Bash Brothers Patrol paid off for you. All right, let's get back out to the geoscape. All right, the attitude of the Disciples of Anu has increased by 6. The Haven itself likes us better by a plus 11. And we got awesome rewards that we very much needed as far as the materials is concerned. An analysis of the Pandorans' behavior has revealed the location of their colony. A new Pandoran nest site is visible in the geoscape view and may now be targeted for attack. Awesome, awesome. And that's just the independent ammo. And let's see, it's right down here. Now, unfortunately, we have you, Joe, extremely weak. But if I start out the mission with a med kit for you, I'm thinking we may be okay. Rather than go here, spend time healing, let's get in there for the personnel. First of all, give our promotions out. And cross-class. Right now, we are not going to look at cross-classing you, Nikolai. Do we want to give you some handgun proficiency? I'm thinking, yeah, we're going to go ahead with this particular promotion just so in the background what you can do is you can carry, we can produce a pistol for you just in case you ever get into a mission with arm damage and lose the ability to shoot your heavy weapon. You still will have the ability to either throw a grenade or shoot a pistol. So we're going to gain this self-defense specialist perk for you. And thinking of that, I'm going to up your strength just a tiny bit, just so we don't have to worry about. I'd like to also be able to have you carry a med kit at some point, and maybe some backup ammo for the pistol. So let's see if we can increase your strength a couple times and leave it at that for now. One thing I meant to do on the map, we'll have to do it in the lair, is kind of get a read for everyone's will points to see if at some point anybody's lacking in willpower, that we're going to have to make any adjustments to keep them at their maximum usefulness. If you have any ideas or Well, you know, we can hold off. There's other multi-class opportunities that could appear down the road too that might be a good fit for you, Nikolai. But for now, we're keeping you. You are the strong man. You are the heavy on this one. Let's see. Our other promotion was down here. Who had? Oh, okay. Rookie number 1 available. I'm telling you, this rookie's good. He's available. We're gonna get Warcry. And I am going to go with Biochemist on this one to get that extra hurt on the attack. Inflict 1 viral damage per bullet. And I think there was that the last promotion? I think that was, yes. Oh, our guy in the base is finally promoting too. So we might as well get rookie number 3 up to get his dash. So when we do finally use him, he's going to be handy dandy to have around also. So there's our promotions. I'm going to take the chance with you, Joe, and we are going to go into the Pandoran nest. I'm going to hope and pray the very first turn we don't have ourselves surrounded by masses of enemies, because 2 of your actions right off the bat are going to be to take that med kit. So right or wrong, here we go. Let's get down here to our first Pandoran nest mission. Medium threat level. These guys right here are the ones, these hatching sentinels are the ones we need to locate and eliminate. Usually off the bat, there's 2 of them that we got to search out and destroy to be able to successfully complete this mission. Enemy reinforcements will arrive continuously from areas marked with the reinforcement symbol. So this is not one where we can just stand around, because the longer you stand around, the more enemies keep coming on each turn. So it's a fun little mission if you haven't seen one before, and it's not necessarily too difficult unless, here's the warning, be aware of the Pandoran defense systems. Sentinels will trigger if a soldier is in its sensor range or attacks them. Eggs will hatch if a soldier gets close. So we do not want to activate these sentinels, because they will wreak havoc by hatching and sending enemies all around us. It's better just to shoot them down as soon as we see them. I don't think there's anybody else that we have to look at adjusting here. Joe, I almost feel, well, you have 2 med kits, so that should be enough, right? Guess what? You now have 3. You're over encumbered, but you're going to use one right off the bat, and that way we don't have to worry about whether you'll have enough or not. There we go. Problem solved. Yeah, everybody else, I think I'm comfortable as far as ammo-wise goes, so let's get in there, guys. You can only recover items carried by evacuating soldiers or vehicles, so if something is dropped out there and we do want it, we got to pick it up. All right, here we are. Let's kind of see if... Oh, we got a... Look at that. We got a hatching sentinel right off the bat. That happens every now and then. It sure is a heck of a lot nicer. I've had missions like this where you see one right at the start, and I've had missions where it takes forever. You're going through the maze looking for these guys, and you think you're never going to find them. So I do like the idea of being able to start right off the bat. The only problem is, Joe, you're right here, and normally you're probably in position where you'd get 2 shots, but guess what? We're going to heal you first. But I'm going to give you a shot anyway. In fact, maybe, just because we've been getting you hurt so much, we're going to see if we can't set it up for you to get the kill shot on this thing. Let's see who may have sight. Robbie, we're going to give you first hit on this thing. Right here. Oh, we have an enemy spotted. Oh, it's just an egg off in the distance. Not a problem. In fact, I'm going to have you go from this point just so we don't block Joe's line of sight. Because if he takes that medkit, he won't be able to move, so we need to keep that line of sight for him clear.
All right.
And another enemy, this time off, wow, off in a totally different direction this time. I don't know, and obviously I misjudged in the Disciple of Anu's case. I don't think he'll be able to close and hit us at the same time, but I don't know if I trust my judgment anymore. We're going to go ahead here, Robbie, and take your shot. Oh, not Overwatch. I don't know what I was thinking. We're going to go ahead and take your shot. Well, I didn't need to zoom in that much. I got a little mouse wheel happy. Fire away. Damage has been started. He is preparing, so we are committed. We now have to kill this sucker. In fact, we'll get you out of the way over here,
Here
Robbie.
comes the Phoenix.
Do we have a straightaway shot from you? I think we might, rookie number 2.
Looking for an angle.
It's not a bad chance to get some hits here. It seems like you could have a chance to kill it. I don't know. I kind of want to leave it for Robbie to be able to kill. I think if we center here, all your bullets will not hit, and we'll still need Robbie to follow up for us. There we go. You set it up perfect for Robbie. Excuse me. We just moved Robbie. I mean, for Joe. And let's do the healing first, just so you aren't in critical condition as far as your health. So when some random little bullet, some random little something can't take you out. And then let's follow up with our shot. And payback for getting you hurt so much. Here's your kill. Alright, we just got to find one more of those suckers to beat this level. Not so bad, eh? Won't you know how? I think what we'll do is we will overwatch this guy to death. Do we have an idea of what kind he is? Let's see, what does it say? Regular old cheap everyday Arthron. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can't handle this cheap everyday old Arthron. In fact, I think we're just gonna do it since a lot of us can't move anymore and we don't want to get too spread out. We're just gonna play the Overwatch game on this one. And Nikolai, we're gonna add your Overwatch to the party.
Anything that moves dies.
And then we'll get rookie number 1. Now, do we have any other pathing off this way that we have to worry about? Well, potentially. So maybe we just keep you where you are and kind of overwatch. Oh, I see why we can't overwatch. I'm sitting here going, why isn't he overwatching? We need to reload. This guy doesn't have any ammo. Doit, there we go. The only thing we got to remember is by next mission we take him out on, we're going to have to probably change weapons because he's not going to have enough ammo guaranteed for a full mission. Now let's set your Overwatch. Now that we've figured out a little faux pas there. And who's left? Oh, the other guy needs some ammo too. And we'll just leave you there for the moment. And let's see if we only have the one charging for us or if there's more out there. Oh, there's one coming from the distance. Arthron Brute. The Brute that we cannot kill in one turn. Oh, and that Arthron decided to run away because he, I guess, actually never saw us. So much for that Overwatch. The question now becomes, where do we think the next one could be? I'm actually going to go up this way. We got an egg on, of course that's a very well hidden egg that we don't need a mine fragger to hatch from, but we're going to go up this direction, I think. See what we can find up there. I mean, there's so many different nooks and crannies where these guys could be.
I'm here.
It's crazy. Now he's got his shield. No, there's no shield technically in place, so there's a chance we'd be able to take a first shot if we moved up here. I'm not gonna worry about dash because we don't want to leave everybody too far behind. Oh, we got another egg over here. We're gonna have you work on the egg.
That's a kill.
All right. Now that may be enough to block anybody else from moving up. So I kind of would like to get a few others moved up. And I do feel we're far enough away on the Brute. we're kind of just, I'm just kind of having everybody kind of run up here a little bit. And then we're going to take, in fact, maybe we'll, let's see, Sade, you have willpower of 7. So your willpower is okay at this level in my book. Just being able to use your actions twice in a row if necessary, that will point's high enough at the moment. I got to remember to kind of register away everybody else's will points while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we'll use one of your dashes just to get you up here. And then we'll set you up right here. And see what that shot is.
Ready to engage.
It is a... It's a shot. It's a chance. We can start wearing them down, and hopefully Robbie then will have a shot to be able to finish it off. Nice. Oh my lord, nice hits. We're going to bring you up here, Robbie. Actually, we could use quick aim. Well, there's always the chance that we could use quick aim. Nikolai, we're going to run you ahead just so you can get trapped behind and get up with everybody else. You're not going to get a shot this time. And then we're going to have Robbie finish off our turn with a little, hopefully, killing shot here.
Lining up a shot.
We have a chance right there. Good job. There's another Arthron running away. So that's probably where we're going to go next. We're going to go up this little corridor, try turning the corner, and see if we get surprised in here with another missed or hatching sentinel. We're going to use our heavy to kind of be the scout. Doesn't that sound kind of weird? I don't know if he can see the egg from this point. I think we're going to stop behind this rock just in case I can't get enough of us up there to take out that egg. We don't want to have it alert and start hatching as a mind fragger of all things. Yeah, we should be fine getting everybody else up to this level. I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of dash everybody up this turn, and next turn we'll move on the egg, and if he does an about face, we'll take care of him too.
Running.
Alright, looks like we're about ready to take our turn and see if we made the right choices. Nope, looks like he's coming back, and he is now alerted too. Well, he came in alerted and ran back out of sight. So we got two things to deal with this upcoming turn. I'm kind of thinking that yeah, I wonder if even a jet... Now, this is a regular Arthron that we could bash to all Kingdom Come. Who do we got up here? Nikolai? Do we have the ability to jet jump you close enough? I don't know. Geez, oh, Pete, I don't know if that's right next to the guy. It's too hard to tell from this angle, and with the darkness, I don't think it is. So I'm not going to risk the jet jump to take him out. The shadows here in these corridors are always a big pain in the butt. What we do have the options for is getting these guys up here. Probably one of you can get up here for the Arthron, and one of my assaults can get up here for the egg. And that should be good enough. That should work for the Arthron.
Got to keep going.
Alright, so Joe, that is your shot. And you're close enough for the old leg kill. And then Sade, we need to get her up here. into these weird dark areas. Now this should be enough of an angle that we can safely take out that egg. Now we'll find out right now.
This better work.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we're all in the clear for the moment. I don't know that we need to continue up that way. What I want to do is check around the corner where that Arthron ran to next. Nikolai, we're gonna run you up here to get that first. I don't know if I quite want to peek in there and potentially activate the thing yet. So we're gonna run you to there. Oh, we got a lot of vision all of a sudden. But we don't have vision of what we're looking for, so that's fine at the moment. Hopefully, when we run around the corner a little farther, we'll have some, maybe in the darkness over here, we'll find what we're looking for.
Moving in.
My turn. Let's go. Target located.
Oh, we saw it. That one step. But the good news is that symbol isn't there. That means it also saw us. So we now have... Shoo, that was lucky that that person... I tried to move the rookie over to here, but boom, it stopped. The rookie stopped right away because he saw this thing, and fortunately this thing also did not see us. That little pink timer hourglass, or you know, the clock face symbol ticking away. I don't know how else to describe it. We'll see it when we activate it, and then you'll know. So we're gonna bring you up here just so we don't risk getting any closer. And you guys right down here, you don't have a lot of will. Well, one of you does. Joe, you have the will to dash. So we will have enough firepower, I think, to take it out. So let's end our turn right now. And there's still more enemies out there to take out. But by taking out this hatching sentinel, even if there's other enemies out there, that ends the mission. In fact, you have a shot right from where you are, Nikolai. Let's see what kind of a shot that is. Look at that. Look at that arm. Look at what that armor. Do you recall the other heavy that we had to take a shot? How much bigger his to hit circle was? I am gonna like this new armor on you. I'm liking the home we found for it initially. You don't even have the last piece on, which would even make that aim even more impressive. We're going to start the damage here. We got enough to follow up that I'm confident we'll be able to take this thing out. Good start. And that symbol right there, the preparing symbol, that's the one I was trying to describe verbally. I don't know if I did a good enough job, but that's what I was going for.
Ready.
We're going to get you out here in the clear, Robbie, to do a second shot. I don't think you'll have enough oomph within you to be able to kill it, but I definitely do want to get it hit. What else did we see? There's an enemy behind it, but guess what? That enemy doesn't matter right now.
Over there.
And there's another enemy behind it, so we're finding all the enemies, that's for sure.
Moving to coordinate. Target located.
And another egg.
Already there.
You don't need to find anything else, Robbie. I know you're doing a good job being nice and perceptive for us. But right now we just need your quick aim. And your quick aim's 7, so I don't feel anybody... I haven't seen anybody who's necessarily deficient. If they all have, right at this point, at least 7. Maybe we can argue for the assaults. We want to get them up to 9 so they can do 3 dashes potentially without having to recharge. But anyway, let's quit the gabbing and get another shot in here. Yep, and after you, one more shot, Robbie. Should be able to finish it off. Joe, since this has kind of been make up to Joe mission for being the one that has got him injured so much and so often and is not taking the time to heal him. So this is my make it up to Joe by giving him the kill on this hatching sentinel. There we go.
That's a kill.
And we got you. Your level up. You are up to level 4. Awesome. All right, and there it is. The attitude with everybody has increased by 5 for taking that out. The first initiation. A mysterious being known as the Apostle to the Once Born, a servant of the Exalted, has passed by our base, leaving the following message. What is the nature of a human being? Can we change? Is the fault in our souls where it may never be reached, or is it in these broken bodies of ours? Perhaps the Phoenix Project can be a vessel of change. It is not up to this humble apostle to make such a decision, but I wish you well. May your actions please the keeper of the threshold. He will seek you out when you have shown your worth. It looks like we've started working our way up the hierarchy of the disciples. All right, we're gonna get that extra med kit back just so we have it. Replace the one we used and move on. All right. So now we have some new research about Pandoran colonies. We also have the Hatching Sentinel, and one thing I am going to do is get that in the queue because by researching Hatching Sentinel, they become easier to kill. Damage inflicted on the Hatching Sentinels is increased by 15% with that research. We'll leave the Mindfragger egg there. It gets us stuff eventually that we will need eventually for resources, but and just because it's important to continue on, we're going to get the Pandoran colonies into the research pool. We got quite a bit that we would like to research. Wouldn't it be nice to have an extra research bay in one of our facilities? Let's get into personnel. We got one promotion, a well-deserved promotion on Joe, who's been so oft injured. And I think what we're going to do, this is where we're going to work, because did we finish your sniper rifle? Well, it'll be finished in 2 hours. So yeah, I think we go ahead with what I was just about to do with you, Joe. We're going to cross-class you over to sniper right now. And what we're going to do first is get you the sniperist perk. It's going to take a hit for us on the willpower, but with 16 that we got left over, we're going to go boink boink on the willpower to hopefully offset that. And then we also will be able to, as we get some more experience, be able to get farsighted, which will add a couple willpower back, so the hit for being a sniperist. But I can't pass up that proficiency with the sniper rifle that you gain at the cost of willpower right here. So some big changes for you, and we're going to see if we can't shortly see how that works out for us on the field. Now there's something I wanted to take a look at because I couldn't remember. If I did look at it last time, I don't remember where it was. And once more into the maze, where is that mission? It's down here by the other base that we activated. So you can kind of see why I probably overreached on this one, but the thinking on this base is you can see you want to be near the mist in a way with your bases, because it increases your ability, especially when you get a scanning going, to always find their nests. And if you can keep taking out those nests, you have a better ability to protect the population around nearby, which when we research the population meter is a good thing. If we can find pockets of the world that we can hold back the mist and hang on to our population, we can extend out the timer to give us more time to complete this game. So that's my broad picture thinking on why I activated the base, even though it's out of range and out of reach right now. So what we're probably going to need to do, now that we've gotten rid of some immediate issues over here, is get a path over there, because that way we will be able to start hiring big time. In fact, is our living quarters built over there yet? It doesn't look like it, but soon, 10 hours it will be. So we're going to gain the ability to recruit again at that point. So we're going to want to definitely build up our base over there so we can start conducting missions. And once we get to a certain point, we're going to definitely need to steal. And I don't know whose it'll be. We'll kind of make that choice when we're ready for an aircraft, whose aircraft we're going to take. The lighter, faster, that doesn't carry as many troopers, or the larger, slower vessel. I don't know how that'll work out. It'll depend on the opportunities that present themselves to us. So I'm going to take a quick pause here. I want to just take a peek at how much time we've used up so far in this mission, see how much more we can accomplish before the end of the episode. Alright, so the mission is starting to get to that time limit where I don't want to continue it too much longer, but we are going to do a couple things before we shut her down. I want to take a quick moment in the base, just spend a tiny bit of time to get our stamina back up to full level. Hopefully that'll at least get Joe's health to decent levels at the same time. And then I want to head and try to find that link that is out there so we can get over to that base as necessary. And then we'll see what other adventures pop up in the process of doing that. Let's see. Let's just pass a little time by to get our stamina back. And of course, in that amount of time, we've got some upgrades to the enemies we're facing. So let's take a look. The Arthron Shield Bearer is now here. His hit points. Oh, if we thought we had trouble with a guy with 120 that we couldn't bash with a little armor here and there, this guy has hit points up to 210. So his movement is severely lowered, though, compared to I think one of the others had much higher movement. But he has much more armor. So he's still not a total threat. He has heavier legs now, so they won't be the total weak point. His weak points are going to be the arms. The only problem is the arms are a little thinner and harder to hit unless you're right next to him. Who else do we got? The Arthron Gunner. Now these guys have the ability to shoot back, and these guys usually have return fire. He's a super easy to kill once you hit him. The problem is if you don't kill him on your shot, he's going to shoot back and hurt you. Yep, there's the return fire. And he doesn't have the non-proficiency mark. He can shoot pretty well with this weapon. And then the Triton footpad. What weapons do we have here that's appearing here? His movement is decent. His hit points are decent. Let's face it, Tritons just cause more pain. Does he have any icky things? Okay, he just has regeneration and jump and double perception. His perception range is doubled. So, yeah, not a fun enemy, but also not the end of the world. I'd much rather deal with regeneration than, rather than the hiding. I don't know why the words just escape my mind, but rather than being able to disappear when you injure him or squirt out that obnoxious mist. But his weapon, which he's not proficient at yet, is the independent assault rifle. And no return fire, so there's some small favors. We're going to spend a little more time here to get our stamina up. We don't want to spend too much more time, or their enemies are going to upgrade in the time that we've been here. Okay, we got our shotguns research done, so we can build a shotgun, and we have the resources to be able to do that. So I want to go in here. And I'm probably going to start out, if we can, to build a couple. 69, yeah, we can afford a couple. We got actually we got 3 assaults, but having 2 of these available to start out with should be good. We'll build a little bit of ammo to go along with it and leave it at that. Okay, stamina's all back. Your health is almost perfect, Joe. So I think it's time to move on. I kind of want to take the route down here. We'll start here first on our way.
Construction complete.
And there is our living quarters. We can now hire extra soldiers. I'm going to explore here. Cross our fingers. Please don't be a haven. The Doomed Kingdom. Our operatives have set down in what looks like an abandoned compound. The concrete walls have been breached and there's old blood stains all over the gray cement. We're going to go take a look around. An old journal found by one of our operatives suggests this was an independence movement. By all accounts, the people who lived here declared themselves a country and tried to fight off the government forces who came to arrest them. Looks like it didn't work. So we got, this is a good one. High tech. Tech is sometimes more challenging to come across at times, and some token materials, which we actually need more than tech right now. So nice little site to find. We can't make it any further than this one, so this is where we'll go next. This one is probably going to be the Anu Haven. No. Or yes. Kurda. At Kurda, the atmosphere is subdued. A massive caravan of refugees from the fallen haven of Balarama Bridge has just arrived, and many of them are still shaken by the disaster that claimed hundreds of lives. The priests are busy tending to the injured, but they are afraid that many will die in the next few days. The human body is imperfect, one of the priests sighs. But it's not only external injuries that claim lives. Memories, too, can kill when kindness is in short supply. So, I'm not sure, is this according to this, is Ask Synedrian for assistance? Is this a Synedrian base that we're dealing with? I do not know. So we can contribute resources to help the refugees, which we can afford. We can afford any of these that cost stuff. Offer our thoughts and prayers. That's called basically do nothing. Offer resources in exchange for guarantees that the refugees will be granted religious freedom. Oh boy, so that's kind of, we can kind of suck up to Synedrian by doing this. It seems like we can suck up to Anu, or we can just do something humanitarian. So let me think a quick second. Well, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to offer resource. I'm not sure whose base or site this really is. I don't know I just don't know. Offer resources in exchange for guarantees that the refugees will be granted religious freedom. Materials 40, food 30. That's what we're going to do. Now let's see. None shall be brought to the dead god by force, a priest assures our operatives. But those who do not follow the path of the exalted, who refuse the wisdom of the Synod of Yearning, cannot receive the divine blessings and will never attain perfection. So actually we took a hit for the disciples of Anu for doing this. The Haven leader's attitude to us is very good, and we gained some. Actually, I'm happy that we gained some from New Jericho after all on this, and we're okay with disciples of Anu. And the population has grown tremendously. So that's actually good overall for the game to have our population do something in the positive that way. Alright, so we haven't really gained any more sight or the ability to get over there much better. So we almost going to have to be forced to continue exploring along the way to try and find something over here. We can get to the Phoenix Point base here, but it doesn't necessarily unlock any other bases. So anyway, I think our time, I could sit here rambling all day or going hemming and hawing on what I need to do, but I think we're probably at the time where we need to stop this mission, and I guess I'll mull on this until I record again and figure out where we got to go and what we got to do to keep our push over in this direction. So if you have some ideas or thoughts on what we should be doing next, I would love to hear them. There's so much of this game where it's just kind of poking off into the unknown. It's kind of cool, but if you have some ideas or thoughts, let me know. And remember, this is your last chance to grab a free character. Sure, there'll be more hires down the road, but grab one while you can. There's a couple good ones out there for you. All right, so this is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Hit that like button. Do something to help get me noticed like that. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Just say hi or let me know where you're watching from in the world. I love the reach of YouTube. It's a blast to me to experience that. You all have a great one. Thanks so much for watching.